Hey guys, it's Jordan with National Speed. So if you've got a VA-powered Mustang or F-150, then chances are you're no stranger to VMP Performance and their fantastic product line, primarily their superchargers. But one question we get regularly from our customers: what's the difference between the Loki and Odin systems? And since we're now stocking both systems for 2011 and newer Mustang and 2015 and newer F-150, we thought we would take the opportunity to do a quick unboxing and component overview video to answer that question. Now, both systems share the exact same supercharger system, the exact same supercharger pulley, the exact same fueling components and installation components. So what's the difference? Well, it comes down to two things: airflow and thermal management. Both systems feature the same root-style positive displacement supercharger unit, which is built around the game-changing Eaton TVS 2650 rotor pack. That's right, the same one found in the 2020 GT500 and C7ZR1. And to break down that nomenclature, that stands for Twin Vortice Series Supercharger that displaces 2650 cc's, or 2.65 liters of air, for every 360 degree revolution. This means that whether you're spinning the supercharger at 1 RPM by hand or at 8,000 RPM by your engine, it's moving the same amount of air per revolution. So take a moment to visualize that: over 2.5 large soda bottles of air being moved every rotation. The beauty of the positive displacement design is that boost delivery is practically instantaneous when you hit the skinny pedal. And for street and track performance alike, this results in significantly more horsepower and torque in the low to mid range of the power band without compromising on top end output. And for the daily driven performance car, think about what part of the power band you're using 90% of the time. Yep, the low to mid range. And this supercharger design gives you tons of usable power where you'll use it most often, and also give you the boost giggles when you're stretching it all the way out. But one pesky thing about pressurizing the air entering your engine is that this also inherently increases air temperature, which robs horsepower. So to combat physics, VMP has incorporated these twin intercooler bricks, which extract heat from the charged air passing through to reduce intake air temperature to a more conducive level. This has a huge impact on the consistency of your power output, no matter if you're running in the thick of summer or a peak boost weather winter day. Now, the great thing about this VMP TVS 2650 supercharger is how versatile it is in terms of power delivery. Whether you're after 600-ish wheel horsepower or 1,000 plus wheel horsepower, this supercharger fits the bill. And that's where the Loki and Odin systems come into play. In short, think of Loki as your stage 1 system. This supercharger is designed to reuse your stock throttle body and airbox to not only deliver stock-like drivability, but also a clean, stock-appearing underhood aesthetic. So think of this component as a radiator for your supercharger, and it uses airflow from the moving vehicle to shed heat from the supercharger coolant. And while the single-pass design works perfectly well for the power levels you'll be operating at with the Loki system, you can get a little taxed whenever you're sitting in heavy traffic or sitting in the staging lanes, which increases your intake air temperature. However, that exact use case is something VMP addresses with the Odin system, in addition to taking the power output up a notch. So in short, think of Odin as your stage 2 system. Now, what makes Odin different really comes down to 3 key components: your intake system, your throttle body, and your heat exchanger. But those 3 small differences have a huge impact. So rather than using the stock 80mm throttle body from the Coyote, Mustang, or F-150 engines, or the 87mm throttle body from the GT350, the Mach 1, or the Bullet, the Odin system incorporates the VMP Twinjet twin 69mm throttle body. The CNC machine built aluminum piece reduces inlet restriction, which allows the supercharger to breathe more easily. And thanks to the twin-jet design and the use of the OEM Ford electronics, also delivers great drivability at the same time. And paired with the 120mm intake manufactured by AFE Power, really allows the supercharger to do its job with less restriction. This typically results between 50 and 70 horsepower over Loki with no changes in setup. And to address the use case of heavy traffic or sitting in the staging lanes, Odin also includes this beautiful triple pass heat exchanger with dual 11-inch SPAL electric fans. Not only is the heat exchanger itself a significantly better performing unit in comparison to the single pass design, but the electric fans ensure that even during low vehicle speed, the heat exchanger is still receiving ample airflow to effectively cool. And while these 3 components can absolutely be added to a Loki system, the Odin is definitely the better choice if you know you're going to get the itch for more down the line. So as you can see, Loki and Odin are far more similar than they are different. But those small changes do amount to a huge impact when it comes to just outright performance as well as consistent power delivery. And both are great for the daily driver, and both can be made to perform at impressive power levels. So which one's right for you? Well, it really comes down to your specific goals. And that all said, you can see our stage performance packages on our website for Mustang and F-150 built around these great superchargers, as well as the fantastic Whipple 3-liter twin screw systems. From Mustang GT, Boss 302, GT 350, Bullet, Mach 1, from 2011 to 2021, we've got you covered. And as always, if you have any questions at all, our performance consultants are happy to help you choose the best package to meet your goals. These VMP systems are in stock at both of our shop locations, which means that we can get you in fast, get you out fast, and get you to enjoying that boost more quickly. And as always, if you have any questions at all, we're always happy to chat. Thanks for watching.